Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video we had a recommendation from a Discord member. His name was Sovi. He showed us a build where we run only Ray of Fire, and he thought it would be a really fun build for us to show or to demonstrate. It is actually a really cool build. I've done very similar ones where we've done Ray of Fire, Ray of Doom together, and also just Ray of Doom. I haven't done just a Ray of Fire, but being asked to do it does bring back that inspiration to do some things like this, and we've actually worked it a bit more differently. So Sovi wanted us to use he used the Elementalist and ran Executioner because of the Elementalist Ascension, which makes a lot of sense, but we actually going to be running it on the Arcane Weaver for his Ascension, which gives us a whack ton of multicast multiplier, and that's going to help us with the Ray of Doom, because the more multicast you have, the more rays it actually produces, so therefore you produce more damage when they hit the enemies. So we went that, and then we went Versatile Strength, which is also more damage than what you would have got from Executioner as well. So the runes we run are Skill Mastery Fire, Skill Inclination Fire, Unconventional Start, Multicast Mastery, Singular Focus, and Versatile Strength. Also just note that Arcane Weaver and Elementalist will both have 5 fire skills in total, excluding Ray of Fire. So you have the same amount of chance of getting it on each of these characters. So with that on in the bag, let's get straight into it. Let's see what ridiculousness we can come up with, and see how that goes from there. As you can see though, not very good over there, so we are actually going to restart. We want to try and get Ray of Fire from the start like that, just so that we have those extra rerolls and we don't have to worry too much about that. Another thing that would be very, very good on this, if you didn't want to use Versatile Strength, or if you feel you wanted to use other runes, you could actually run Elemental Flow instead of let's say maybe Multicast Mastery. But Multicast Mastery, we did do a video on it. It will be linked in the description. It is a must-take mastery rune on absolutely any single build that you play. So it doesn't matter what you're playing. If you are not running Multicast Mastery, you are doing something wrong, because the amount of multicast, or the chance of getting higher chain multicasts from it, is just so beneficial. I don't know why you wouldn't want to grab it. So there we go, we got our Ascension active. You can already see it starting to play a big part of it. I mean, look how many multicasts we got going over there. Just a massive difference, and that's only with one Ray of Fire active. As soon as we get more of them active, the multicast is going to become insane, and it is just beautiful. So something to look at as well is our multicast chance is only on 40% right now, and you can see how many times we're already multicasting just because of the rune itself and luck. So over here there's nothing really to grab. Expansive doesn't really help the Ray of Fire. We will grab it anyway, but it doesn't really do much for us. And now we aren't running Execution or anything, but because we're running Versatile Strength, we are going to grab like one of absolutely everything. It does make a big difference. Even though we do burn already, we are going to grab one Spontaneous Combustion eventually. And then we do want to grab as much multicast. Even general multicast is going to be a lot better. And then we're going to go from there. Come on, Ray of Fire, where are you? Thank you so much for finally showing up over there. Grab that. There's a multicast. And now you're going to see, even with just 4 of them, how insane it gets. Already they're starting to get a bit crazy over here. And even if you did this on the Elementalist, this might be like your final tree, or what you finally see when you've got everything running with 6 of them. But because we're playing on the Arcane Weaver, and because our multicast chance is going to be extremely high, we get a much bigger sun, or a much bigger thing to run. Now, I wouldn't suggest this on High Curse, although you could go on High Curse. But if you are going to run it on High Curse, you are going to have to turn down the opacity, because as you can see already for myself, it does become very difficult to then see everything. So over here we do have a little bit of a problem. We aren't able to get the final we didn't get the final Ray of Fire before time ran out, so we're just going to take Firebolt over there. and hopefully we're able to get it on the next level up. Sometimes fire skill inclination just doesn't want to work properly and give us fire skills. A majority of the time it works perfectly fine, so there we go, we got it on the next level up. It tends to work better if you don't save your levels, so if you have like every time you get one level, use it. I find that you tend to get the fire inclination better when that happens than when you use like 5 skill points at a single time. So if you are struggling, maybe use less of them, but it's just I don't know, it's weird. It's RNG, it probably doesn't work that way at all. But there you go, you can see we already did enough burn damage to kill the boss from the very beginning, and you can start to see just how ridiculous it starts to become. And this is even without our ascension. So as soon as we pop the ascension, it's going to become even more crazy. And then as you work into higher and higher multicast ranges, it just, oh, look at that, it's beautiful. You can't see jack squat by your feet. And then you can try and keep the ascension going as much as possible. You do want to, you know, get rid of all of those effects. For the actual ray of fire, you don't want to take any of the skills that say ray of fire on them. You want to grab as much of the additional fire or lasting or aura upgrades as possible. Multicast upgrades, magnetic helps as well, because you're able to then grab more levels as you're going, and you can try and push this as far as you can and see how well you do. Grab as many of the crystals as you can get as they fall, and keep that multicast going just so you can do more and more damage. The other thing as well which helps a lot is if you're able to get as much cast frequency as possible. So maybe doing something like this on adding Scent of Blood to this and then trying to get yourself Brutal Strike could be very, very interesting as well to see how it performs that way. But multicast definitely has to be done on the Arcane Weaver, but it is pretty easy to get yourself additional things. Maybe get rid of the unconventional start and then grab yourself the skill mastery swing, and grab yourself the Scent of Blood as well as an option, you know, just to add that. We don't have any Relentless, which is quite weird. We are going to grab one of everything again, because we do want to have as much strength from versatile strength as possible. We'll grab the block chance, grab an exposed weakness and the damage upgrade over here, grabbing as much Relentless as possible as well as magnetic. We don't need anything else that's really here. We should have taken the multicast there, so you know, if you don't use your brain like I do sometimes, you miss out on quite a lot of damage from, you know, the additional multicast over there. Alright. We do have our ascension over there to activate. I think we did actually just activate it over there accidentally. We weren't supposed to, we were waiting for the boss to spawn, but then the boss spawned anyway, so it kind of worked out, you know. And just look how beautiful this looks with all of the multicast. We become the sun, we absolutely melt everything around us, and it is just so good. And it actually deals a huge amount of burn damage. I mean, as you can see, we're dealing 1664 per 2 stacks of burn applied from this actual skill. So you know, that can become quite a lot of damage quite quickly, and especially with multicast and things like that added into it. So there's a nice Relentless, thank you so much for that. There's a beautiful multicast as well, and then we can just grab other things. We're going to grab, we're actually going to get rid of that. Grab the Expansive, grab the Vicious Strike, and then the Relentless. We're on 75% crit chance. We're not running crit mastery, so it doesn't really matter if we crit or not. The whole point of this is to just show you how cool the skill looks with a lot of multicast. Now, if you did land up going into Overlord Cycles, obviously you're going to have a lot more multicast because you're going to keep laying it on thick, and that's going to be awesome. We started off on 40%, we're now on 180%, plus the 48% from there, so 240% plus minus, you know. and you can get that even higher. You can get to like 1,000%, and it's just going to have a huge amount of rays. We did do something similar with Ray of Doom, sorry, and it actually lags out the game quite a bit. Or actually, the orbs around your character with Ray of Doom make it look quite funny. And at least with the Ray of Fire, you know, it's got those like orbs, but it looks really quite cool. So really nice little build. That's the end of the run. It was a 5-minute 36 run, very easy to do, very simple. It just required one reroll to get the Ray of Fire in the very beginning, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any suggestions or anything you want to see my take on. And again, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.